What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another GGBL video here. We got a live stream, game of the week, here Sunday, 1:10, not 1 o'clock. Tried to get it at 1 o'clock, but couldn't just quite do it. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I know I'm kind of competing against NFL action, but that's not the intention, obviously. Okay, first things first. We only have 11 responses for game of the week. Now, it has been pretty split. I will tell you that we have 5 votes for one matchup and 3 votes for another. So it's fairly close. It's fairly close. So I'm linking in the live chat the game of the week voting form. So you guys will be able to vote on this right before we get started here. It looks like one of these is going to win, but I just wanted to give you guys another chance, another shot, because it is kind of a mystery right now which game it's going to be. We could go, and up on the form, we have New York, Washington, Minnesota, Chicago, Wisconsin, Phoenix, Nashville, New Orleans, Indiana, Dallas, Boston, Carolina, Houston, St. Louis. So the two matchups, actually the 3 matchups that are left off would be San Diego, Colorado, Philadelphia, Miami, Atlanta, Richmond, and I think Las Vegas and Columbus are left off. So 4 matchups have been left off, and you guys get to vote on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get to vote on 7 matchups here today, and we'll only be showing one of them. Let's see. So Kook saying I'm doing big brain. I'm not voting for New York so that they can, nice. They can be featured next time. Yeah, good one. Good thought. Yep. So we're just waiting for this to come on through, and then we'll be able to start. And for those of you guys that are here, kudos, congratulations to you guys, because you guys get to compete in contests, in a contest here during the game of the week. Most people that come in and log off, and well, they're not going to be able to. So after we figure out what game we're going to show, I'll be linking that to you guys. Contest form. So we're not getting much action, so you know what? I'm just going to close this off, and there you go. So the game of the week will be, let me share my screen real quick, and I will show you guys which options you picked. Here we go. Screen capture. Boom. Let me see if you can see that. Can you see this? Yes, you can. Perfect. All right, so the vote went to the way of Indiana against Dallas. So we got the Indiana Rams against the Dallas Hatters. So 5 votes here for them, 3 votes for Minnesota against Chicago, 2 for New York, and 2 for Wisconsin's matchups. So game of the week will be Indiana Rams against the Dallas Hatters. So pretty nasty pitching matchup there between Syndergaard and DeGrom, but that will be your matchup. So let's get that underway. I'm going to end up typing out the propositions for you guys to want to play in the game of the week challenge. And you can even watch me do this, so that's not, totally, it's not too boring. So we've got Indiana. I'm going to ask for your email. I'm going to ask for your YouTube name so I know who to contact. Game of the week. Let's see. Who will record the most strikeouts? Syndergaard. Actually, who will record the most strikeouts? Noah Syndergaard. Indiana. Or Jacob DeGrom. Dallas. Perfect. That's the first question. That'll be the first question. So, game of the week challenges are actually going to be a accumulation throughout the season. So it's not going to be, you had the most points for this week, then you win. It's going to be the most. You gotta amass the most points and finish in the top 10 throughout the season during Game of the Week challenges, and we're basically awarding 10 custom prospects at the end of the year. So that's kind of how that's going to work. Okay, so who will record the first hit of the game? Who is going to record the first hit of the game? So we'll do some players from Indiana. Let me get over here so we can take a look at Indiana's roster. Remember, Indiana's going to be on the road, so they have a chance to get that first hit. So we'll choose Peanuts McLovin. We'll choose Salvador Perez, Indiana. We'll choose 3 hitters. Or will it be Nate Lau, Indiana? And then we'll say for Dallas, because they could go 1, 2, 3. It could go 1 through 2, 1, 2, 3. We're actually going to put Joe Beck in. No, actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, let's put Joe Beck into the game here. I like that matchup. All right, so we'll do Joe Beck. It's a custom prospect. Joe Beck, Dallas. We'll do Nolan Arenado, Dallas, and then we'll say Jared Kelenic, Dallas. And then you could get the option, say, any other Indiana hitter, if you don't like the ones up there, or any other Dallas hitter. So you could pick, if you don't like any of those guys, you could say, no, Goldie, I want Brandon Nimmo. You'd do any other Dallas hitter. Or you'd say, I want Will Myers. And you'd say any other Indiana hitter. So if any other Indiana hitter gets the first hit, then you would win that point. So that's kind of how that would work. All right, who will win the game? Indiana Rams, or Dallas Hatters. Perfect. Next one. How many home runs will there be? How many home runs will be hit in today's game? How many home runs will be hit in today's game? We'll do multiple choice. We'll say none. We'll say 0. Say 0. We'll say 1 to 2. We'll say 2 to 3. 4 or more. Those will be your options. So that'll be a combination. That'll be Dallas and Indiana combined. Let's see. What else can we do? What else can we do, chat? What else can we do? Don't want to do that. Keep it on the screen, Goldie. Keep it on the screen. Let me go to the live chat here, see what you guys think. Gotta love that. Trying to do it on your phone. What do you guys think here? Let's see. What other options do you guys? What other things can we think of here? You know, we've got who's going to record the most strikeouts, who's going to get the first hit, who's going to win the game, how many home runs will be hit, and we need one more question. Number 1, we need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker. How many total strikeouts? So that'll be between both teams, including their bullpen. So you guys get to provide the number of total strikeouts. So say like 10, 22, you know, that'll be the tiebreaker question because it's kind of crazy. How many hits will be hit? Says Zachary Goldstein. Yeah, we can do that. How many total hits in today's game between both teams? So we'll say we'll give the option for 0. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 plus. Well, 16 or more. 16 or more hits. So basically, if a team, let's say, for example, 16 or more would be if a team had, if let's say the Dallas Hatters had 8 and Indiana had 9, right? So that would be your 17 or more. Yeah, I think I like those ranges. All right, so that's going to do it. All right, so we had a question again from Zach. GGBL Game of the Week challenge. So this challenge and next week's challenge and the next week's challenge after that. So this one in particular is not going to get you a prospect. Tomorrow or next week's is not going to get you a prospect. It's a total to try to get you a prospect. So you have to finish in the top 10. The points that you get, say you get this one right, you get this one right, you've got 2 points. You get this one right, you get 3 points. Let's say you finish today's GGBL week challenge with 3 points. Those 3 points will carry over into next week's challenge. So overall, at the end of the season, you got to finish in the top 10 to get yourself a 70 overall B potential prospect. So that's how that's going to work. So so it really awards people who are going to continue to come by and watch the streams versus a one and done type deal. That's how that's going to work. So I think I like those questions. I think I like all of those options. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 questions and then a tiebreaker. So I like that. I don't know about you guys, but I like it. So that's what we're going to go with. All right, so let me go ahead and link that for you guys so you can fill that out now that we know what options we have. And make sure, I only see 1 like right there, guys. So we got 10 people in there. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Don't ever forget to do that, guys. It really does help me out big time. It helps the channel out, helps the series out. If you leave likes, comments, it really does help out. It is an often small thing to remember, to forget, but it really does help out. Thank you very much. So any little thing helps in the YouTube algorithm. For sure. All right, so let's see. We've got our lineup set. We've got right-handed against DH. That's going to be Dallas's lineup. We got Beck, Nimmo, Arenado, Casas, Kelenic. All right, so if you don't like Beck, Arenado, Kelenic, you can pick the field, basically, is what that question's asking. You can go with Nimmo, Casas, Caro, Madrigal, Walton, and Valot, Chase Valot, I don't know. But you go 5 guys against the top 3 hitters in my book. Now on the other side for Indiana, you could go with Peanuts, you could go with 1, you could go with Perez, or you could go with Nate Lowe. You got 3 options there, or you take the field with Asuaje, Myers, Jones, Happ, Garcia, Freeman. So that might be the one that I pick is the field for Indiana. That'd be my pick. But Amazing Kook says, do you know what Seattle Seahawks did in my sim? No, I don't. I don't know at all. You know, come to think of it, we have never seen Indiana in their away uniforms. I don't believe we've seen Indiana in their away. And now coming back to it, I don't like their away uniforms. I think we should change their away uniforms next season. They need to be gray. They need to be gray, in my opinion. We have 1 response for the Game of the Week challenge. Wow. Nobody wants a prospect, huh? Nobody cares about the prospects. That's the one thing to try to get you guys invested in the series, man. There's 2 responses, okay. I'm not going to reveal the responses, though. I don't want to give away the answers, but there's 3. You guys are making some smart picks. I always like to see the responses that come through. I want to see, like, you know, kind of what the thought process is going into this stuff. It looks like you guys are like right on with it. You've got some baseball minds right now. Love it. There's 4 in. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, you guys are like right on it. It'd be interesting to see the split after the end of today's action here. Oh, come on, Kook. You can always win it and then give it away to somebody. You can always win it and then give it away. D is in here. Dalton's in here. Of course I do. There's a reason I always win these things. Juicebox. Yo, what up? Gonna be watching this in Da Bears. Well, good luck to Da Bears. Juicebox, you need to get in and play this. So, got 6 responses. I'm gonna cut it off like 7 to 8. 7 to 8 responses because we got to get this thing going here today. Could limit it to 1 response. You can allow editing. Okay, we're good there. Zach, I'm not playing as any team. This is CPU versus CPU. So guys that are just tuning in, the Dallas Hatters and the Indiana Rams are going to be playing in today's GGBL Game of the Week. That was voted on by the community. And we have a contest that is out right now that you guys get to fill that out and potentially win a prospect for next year's draft. But it will be accumulation. So the points you get this week will transfer to next week. Points you get there will transfer to the next week, so on and so forth. So you get a running total, and at the end of the year, if you finish in the top 10, you'll win a prospect. So we're only giving 10 prospects away this season. And if you guys tune in a little bit later, if you guys got to leave or do something else, we're going to be simulating April, and we're going to be simulating May at the end of today's action. So we're going to be simulating 2 months worth of action, and we'll preview the June gameplay for Wednesday, and we'll take a look at the awards, races. We'll take a look at statistics, get an update on some of those things, and give like a minor league update as well. So it'll be kind of a longer stream, but I think it's well worth it. And so for next week, we're going to be covering June gameplay on Wednesday. So we'll pick some matchups here in June that we can show. And, depending on records and stuff, that'll be why some teams are shown and some teams aren't. And we'll actually simulate the entire month of June on Friday. And then we get into July. So then we start getting into the Home Run Derby. We start getting into the trade day for the GGBL, which will be on the 31st of July. And, so this season's actually going to be moving pretty darn quick. All right, so we're good here. We got 6 responses. I think that's going to be it. Zach says I like playing Out of the Park franchise better than MLB The Show because Out of the Park has options to expand the league. Yeah, I just, totally honest here. I couldn't get into OOTP. I couldn't do it. I like in-depth things, but as far as like doing a stream on it, I couldn't get into it. I can't. It's hard to keep people interested in what you're doing with OOTP simply because it's just so deep. You can't hang people's interest in there for too long. All right, guys. So here we go. We're getting ready to get this thing underway, and let me make sure that you guys can hear the audio for this thing too. And I'm currently not actually hearing anything, so let me fix that up here for you guys real quick. 1 second. Video capture device to media source. What is media source? Probably music. Dalton says I should answer the questions as well so we know how well you stack up. Okay, all right. Let me do that after we get this thing going here, because I'm doing this through OBS, and I need to figure out how I can get the... I'm not going to be doing any announcing, that's the thing, because I want to... Oh, it says analog audio. That's why. It's set on analog audio. There you go. Basically through headphones. Okay. I think we're good. There we go. You guys hear that? Perfect. Perfect. All right, good. Cool. Sorry about that. Normally when I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm getting walkthrough stuff done. I've got my headphones on, and that's the analog audio. So now that that's taken off, I think we got it figured out here. Okay, so let's get this game of the week underway, man. Syndergaard against DeGrom. I'm not going to be doing any announcing or anything, but I'll pop in. Now, the audio that comes through here, too, I've got to figure that out as well. I don't want it to be blaring you guys' ears out. So we'll do some testing there, and then we'll do that. But we got quick counts on. Let's see. Broadcast the show. Clear skies. We're ready to go, man. Let's do this thing, and I will let you guys know my picks as we go into the game. All right, cool. Here we go, man. Here we go. Okay, so my picks.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Rams and the Barons.
All right, we're gonna subtract that volume here really quick. So my picks going into this game, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with who's gonna record the most strikeouts. I'm gonna say it's gonna be, I'm gonna say it's Syndergaard. DeGrom stinks in gameplay. I don't know why, but he does. Who's going to record the first hit of the game? I'm going to say it's going to be a hit by Salvi Perez. I don't think Peanuts McLovin's going to get the hit. I think Salvi's going to get the hit. Who's going to win the game? I will pick... I'm going to pick Indiana to win the game. How many home runs is going to be hit? I'm going to say 4 or more. Yep, I'm going to say 4 or more. How many total hits in today's game? I'm going to say 11 to 15 total. And the tiebreaker, how many total strikeouts? I'll say 11. 11 total strikeouts. So those are my picks. All right, guys, enjoy the game. I'm not going to be talking over it.
Jacob DeGrom gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
We're looking at a pretty good pitcher right here. ERA under 3.5 last season, and there are a lot of teams in baseball that would love to have this guy in the rotation. Very solid and very dependable.
So now into the box is number 66, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. 3-1 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
In for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Here's a look over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Into the box, Salvador Perez. A pitch out, the throw, and boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Nate Lowe digging in now. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And this is foul tip, so that runs the count full now at 3-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
Into the box now, Will Myers. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 1-2. Here it is. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's a hit, their first of the new season. The throw home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Standing in now, Nolan Jones. Lifted in the air to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Now to the plate, here is number 21. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 home. Weak grounder down the line at third. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Three and one. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
A bullet to first base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in there. At the plate now, Nolan Arenado. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Fouled off. One out and a runner on second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
All even at 2-2. Here it is.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
This is hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Batting fourth.
And now in the box, Tristan Casas trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Ready with the 1-1. 1-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Here comes the 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 out.
Batting 8. The left fielder.
All right, here's how the
Number
home side's
53.
lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
In now, Adolis Garcia. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Adolis Garcia goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Freeman.
To the plate now, Tyler Freeman. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Three-two pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. bottom of the inning now, and the next to bat will be Jared Kelnick. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting sixth, the right fielder.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Into the box now, number 69. Still 2-2. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. And they're certainly hitting the ball hard enough, just not finding any holes here. 2 away now.
Nick Madrigal.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And that'll bring up Nick Madrigal. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Standing in now, number 66. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 and 2.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the
Now
fastball
batting,
early in the at-bat,
20.
but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Into the box, number 20. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And he fouls this one off. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The catcher.
Stepping up is Salvador Perez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2-2 the count. Now the pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. So a full count now.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on upward. He can really hurt you.
Here's the 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Two and 2. Here it is.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Perez at third with 2 away. He got him. lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. And now, Donnie Walton as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Here's another 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Sliced hard down the left field line, and that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might have been foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Now a changeup is bounced to second. He's got it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
So now to the plate, Nolan Jones. Ground ball right side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-1. Myers stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Pulled toward right center field. Nimmo in pursuit. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And it's fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on no base hits, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious, serious gas. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jared Kelnick.
Digging in now is Jarred Kelenic. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And Myers will make the catch to retire the side. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Tyler Freeman. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
The batter, number
Striding
66.
forward now is the DH, number 66. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
I
Now
always
batting,
like watching pitchers that
number
attack
20.
with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
At the plate, number 20. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Opposite field to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out. So the next to bat will be Salvador Perez. It was a walk in his last trip. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit. So
we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Digging in, the switch hitter, number 69. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, number 1.
Digging in next, Nick Madrigal. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, fellas, not sure if he got the go-ahead from his base coach or not. Can't believe he did, but it looked like he was running in mud right there.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Full count still. The next 3-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for the second out. So now here is Donnie Walton. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And here comes the first baseman, Nate Lowe. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, the right fielder, Will.
Next to hit is Will Myers. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
At the plate now, Nolan Jones. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. All even now, 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting.
Striding in is Adolis Garcia. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Chase Vallo. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 21. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. This pitch is popped up. Jones in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. De La Rosa is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
12.
Now to bat, Tyler Freeman. It was a walk in his last trip. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. The count now at 2-2. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. On the run is Nimmo. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number
Now back to the
66.
top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 66. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
One out, nobody on. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes.
Now batting,
Not the game he
number
was hoping
20.
to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed, strike three.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado. And the pitch on 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
The next 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that at bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Arenado gets his lead at first, nobody out. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely
Now
down
batting,
around the bottom
left
of the
fielder.
zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
In now, Jared Kelnick. Slow grounder to first. There's one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 8th inning coming up. The Rams on top 2-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and up next the former World Series hero Salvador Perez. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 1-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Ball 2.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
Change up that time. A swing, and this one's driven out to deep left center field. This ball has a chance, and it is over the wall. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
It's a 3-run lead now, and that doesn't exactly slam the door shut on this thing, but it certainly closes it a little bit. The importance of each run is magnified the later you get in the game, and that bomb here in the 8th is big.
Into the box now, Nate Lowe. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Racing back the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they move on top 4-0.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest of their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
Austin Pruitt is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Austin Pruitt.
Stepping in now, Will Myers. In there, 1-2 now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Grounded to short. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The batter, the third baseman, Nolan.
Next up is Nolan Jones. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kelnick is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ian Happ.
Next, it'll be Ian Happ. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
The 1-1. Happ leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Not too many more shots. Stepping in once again is number 69. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now the 2-1 pitch. This pitch is popped up, and there's out number 1.
The batter, number 1.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. The batter will be Nick Madrigal. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, pretty impressive if you ask me. So many times you beat a sinker into the ground, you end up grounding out to third. You're running down to first base, and you're so upset at yourself. At least he got under the thing. He knows his bat plane is pretty decent.
Number 34.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
Catcher.
So next to bat will be Chase Vallo, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn, he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. Looking to keep the shutout in check. Here it comes. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, Tyler Freeman. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, number 66. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, number 20.
So now to the plate, number 20, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
1-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
2 out with the man at first. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Nate Lowe. Hit sharply toward the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Now back, the right fielder,
Sam Williams takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Sam Williams.
Standing in now, Will Myers. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Ball even at 2-2. Looking to minimize the damage here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kelnick is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of the... Now at the plate here is number 21. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
The 1-1. Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout, and he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave after 8 strong innings as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. John King is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. In now, Brandon Nimmo, who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
He's got it to second for 1. Back to first, a 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Now batting.
And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Wow, what a powerful performance. 8 shutout innings in line for the win.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, You take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
5-0 the final score today. Indiana jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Noah Syndergaard earns his first win of the season. Jacob deGrom struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
All right, guys, that's it for Game of the Week. I'm going to recap some things here for you real quick. We had a really dominant outing for both starting pitchers. Syndergaard was great. DeGrom was great. But, man, oh, man, for those that were playing in the Fantasy Challenge for this week, remember, you're not out of it. If you guys didn't play this week and you want to play next week, you're still not out of it because it's only 5 questions per week, and really you want to get started early because you don't want to get too far behind. Now, if you have a really great week next week, you could take the lead on people that had a really good week this week. So there's always ways that you can like vault yourself back up, but we're going to be totaling up points for this week, next week after that, so on and so forth. Finish in the top 10 throughout the year for Game of the Week challenges, and you get to get a custom prospect. But let's recap the game. You had Syndergaard getting 8 strikeouts through 8 innings, only 1 walk, none earned. DeGrom was good too. He had a quality start, had 2 earned on the day, 5 walks though. I think that's what really cost him in this one. He had the 10 strikeouts. It's one of the questions: was Syndergaard or DeGrom going to get more strikeouts? I thought Syndergaard was gonna. I thought he was going to catch him there in the 9th inning when he went back out to try to get the complete game. All I needed to do was get 10. I needed to get 2 more strikeouts in that inning, and he would have had him. But it was a great game nonetheless. You know, Indiana came out, swung the bats well, had 5 runs today, 6 hits total. Dallas had 6 hits, but just couldn't cash in when it mattered the most. So Indiana, Syndergaard, they got it done. McLovin, 3 strikeouts. He had a rough day. Aswahe, 2 strikeouts. Let's take a look at the number of Ks throughout the whole entire game. He had 13 on Indiana's side, 9 for Dallas. So a total of 22 strikeouts in today's game. I don't know if anybody had that in the tiebreaker questions. So we had a 23. We had a 23 entry here by Zach Goldstein. He picked 23 strikeouts total today. So if he's in a tiebreaker situation, I think he would end up winning the tiebreaker. But yeah, what did you guys think about this game? What did you guys think about today's game? Anxious to hear what you guys say in the comment section. But I thought Indiana, you know, in the middle of the order, that's really where everything got accomplished today. I mean, look at the RBIs. You had 3 RBIs total. No, 4 RBIs total, I should say, between Perez, Lowe, and Myers. Happ had the lone RBI with a sac fly. So if Indiana really wants to get this going, yes, they won today, but if they really want to capitalize and continue this momentum, they're going to need a little bit more production at the top and at the bottom. The middle of the order is going to stay consistent. I think that they've got one of the better middle of the orders in the league, Perez, Lowe, and Myers. It's a pretty nice, it's a very solid middle of the order, but that lower half of the order, Happ, Garcia, Freeman, McLovin, Aswahe, the top and the bottom, they really need to start producing a little bit more than what they did here today. Granted, it's Jacob deGrom. It's Jacob deGrom. It's going to be tough regardless. But Joe Beck hitting 750 now, went 3 for 4. It was awesome today. It was awesome. He made up half of the team's hits. You had Arenado go 1 for 3, Madrigal 2 for 3, and just no run support today for deGrom. Couldn't get on base, had 1 walk. Even though they had 6 hits, they had 1 guy get half of that. It was just a tough day for the Hatters on offense. But okay, so that's the game. That's a little game recap, and let's go now. Go ahead and simulate the entire month of April, and we're going to simulate the entire month of May. in this live stream. And from this point, we're going to be getting a statistics update for certain players. If you guys are here that want to know about your custom prospects, we can do a little bit of that. We can look at the standings. We'll get a standings update through 2 months of action. And then we'll take a look at some of the awards races as well. So, quick question here. Samel Sophia, will there ever be a AA and AAA games? There will not. There will not be AAA or AA games in GGBL. So I didn't do them in year number 1. I'm not going to do them for year 2 or year 3. Now, I did, during an All-Star live stream last season in year number 2, we did take a look at the All-Star games for the minor leagues so that, you guys could get an update on some of your players that made it to the All-Star games. And most of your guys will be making it to the All-Star games at the minor league level because they're better. they're good. 70 overall B potential guys. They're starting. They're playing. So that's mostly when you guys will be able to get an update as to your dudes in the minor leagues and how they're playing. But for the most part too, I can tell you guys that I have a little bit of custom prospect bias when it comes to like the June call-ups and the September call-ups. I like to get your guys up at the big league level. But let's go ahead now and simulate the month of April. And we'll get a little update here as to how teams are doing. Looks like Indiana's, I was going to say they looked like Indiana was playing well, but they find themselves at 11-10. Let's go ahead and simulate the month of May. Let's get into June, and we can do a little update here with everybody. All right, so looks like Indiana is, we're going to actually simulate the draft because, as you guys know, we don't do the draft with GGBL teams. We do that in the off season. But Indiana finds themselves at 22-28. Now, I do want to make sure something here before I go forward. Mode specific, scouting is manual, drafting is auto. Okay, everything else is manual. Okay, so good. I just want to make sure. I don't want teams like moving people up and down and doing all that. So, okay, let's get a stats update. Let's get a standings update. Let's do all that. And looks like Minnesota. I thought Minnesota was going to be one of the worst teams in the league, man. I thought they were not going to do anything this season. They're 27-22. The Breeze are right behind them, back by half a game. The Maples, Rams, and Cardinals. The Cardinals are bad. 19-28. That's crazy to me. So we'll take a look at what happened with those guys. But, man, that's surprising. The Cardinals, 9 games under 500. The Rams are not playing very well. They're 10th ranked according to MLB The Show. Cardinals, 12th ranked. They've got 5th in pitching. That's going to be interesting to see if their pitching is the reason why that they're struggling. I think it's probably their hitting, but I could be wrong. I mean, I picked the Jacks to be one of the worst teams, and there they are as one of the best teams. So... This is like the Phoenix Firebirds thing, isn't it? Yeah, the Jacks are going to go to the World Series this year. Yeah, Rico's right. The Goldie Jinx hits the Jacks. I think that's what it is, man. All right, sticking with the American League, you got the Nuggets in first place at 30-21. The Emeralds at 27-22. The Firebirds got a good record, 27-23, but 2.5 back from the lead on the Nuggets. The Nuggets are surprising me too. Really surprising me in the early going. I didn't think that this was a team that was going to be able to hang with Seattle and Phoenix, but here they are. Oklahoma's kind of on a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, especially after that opening day walk-off win, I thought they were going to be doing a lot better. But I think the Hawks, they might be finding themselves where we all thought that that's where they would be. It's kind of like that 500, maybe little minorly sub-500 type of team. What a 460 win percentage right there. But, yeah, I think they should be playing a little bit better than where they're at. But, we'll see. See how that works out. But in the East side, we've got the Pizzazz in last place as one of the worst. I think they're one of the worst teams. 19-30. That's a very, very bad record. The Revolution 22-29. Hammers 22-27. Even despite that offense, they're 5 games under 500. Swamp Monsters and Mallards. Mallards are 500 at 25-25. Swamp Monsters 27-22. They're on a 3-7 skid in the last 10. The Pizzazz are 7-3 in their last 10. Imagine that record. So they were 12-10 27. They were 12-27 before they went on this 7-3 run. So, yeah, pretty bad. Let's take a look at the NL East side of things, and the good boys, kind of where I thought they'd be. 21-27. We've won 7 of our last 10, but yeah, we're not a good baseball team this season. We're not hitting the draft well. We're not hitting free agency luck on the wheel spin. So good boys, just not where we need to be. Blue Sox 28-22, still in first place. The Sting are surprising. They're 1 game back from first place. Wow, that is a huge turnaround. So we'll take a look at the Sting's roster and see how they're doing. I think the major I want to see how their pitching is doing. Their young pitching that they got. Plus, I want to see how like Franmil Reyes is doing and some of their custom prospects in there too as well. But all right, so the Stinger hanging in there. The Blue Sox in first place still. The Swing at 30-18. I think that might be the best record in the GGBL. The Swing at 30-18. Wow. Copperheads 5 games above 500. The Heat kind of a little bit of a fall off. The Maroons 23-25. Hatters 23-26. So this NL Central continues to beat itself up. You know, it's just we saw this in year 1. We saw it in year 2. It's just I think this is the most heated and contested division in the GGBL. I really do believe that. I think the Swing are getting a little bit of some luck there. Some of these teams in the NL just kind of beating each other up, and they might be capitalizing a little bit because they're really separating themselves out compared to everybody else. But let's take a look at the NL West. You got the Knights at 30-19, and the Grizzlies at 29-21. I should say. Pioneers continue to play bad, 19-30, and Coyotes at 500. Defenders actually seeing some improvement in their roster, 25-25. So let's go ahead and get a statistics update first, and then we'll kind of look team by team. That's kind of what I want to do with that, but let's take a look at some player stats. Actually, no. I want to look at some league leaders. Freddie Freeman, who won the MVP last season in the American League, is first place in batting average, 358. Wow, 358 for Freddie. 8 bombs, 39 ribbies. He continues to rake. Nelson De La Cruz, 345. Nice. So we've got another custom player just dominating here for the Nuggets. These two guys really pushing the Nuggets up to the top. Plus Colin Moran, 325. Dang almighty. Robert Hayes. Remember this guy? Do you remember this guy? Robert Hayes, 344. This is a player that was drafted by the CPU, had D potential, and he put up 292 as a June. He was not even a June call-up. He must have been a June call-up. 114 games. Yeah, it must have been like a June call-up type player, and he put up these types of numbers. 17 homers. I had to bump up his potential. If you can do that, I think you can earn potential increases. So yeah, 292 now, 344 this year. Definitely helping out the Mallards. Hanberger hitting 340. How many stolen bases does this guy have now? He's got 5. He's only been caught once. Look at the number of doubles. That is insanity. That is insanity. Let me repeat it one more time. Insanity. We're at the beginning of June. He has 14 doubles. We're not even halfway through the season yet. Hanberger, he could be putting up 30-some doubles this year. He might get into 35 doubles. This guy's doing insane type of numbers right here. 340, 7 bombs, 38 ribbies. Yeah, so Hanberger, watch out for him going forward. We got Vladdy at 340, 13 homers right now. He's got 9 doubles, 28 ribbies. It's good for the Hammers. Harper hitting 324, only 14 only 14 home runs through 2 months of play here. We got another custom prospect sighting, Mike Price hitting over 313, 3 homers, 13 doubles for the Jacks. That's going to help them out. Matt Justice, another custom prospect, 308, 9 homers. Gotta like that. Jamie Truist is a rookie. He's a rookie custom prospect. Seeing some nice upgrades there. Some nice potential. What am I talking about? Overall increases. 10 homers, 31 ribbies, 3 steals, 5 caught. Dom Taylor, 299, just barely sniffing that 300 mark. So you got some pretty nice numbers here across the league. You got DJ Taylor, 296. Let's head over to the National League side of things for batting average. Bellinger, 359. 12 homers, 22 doubles. Holy, 22 doubles. 2 months of play, averaging 11 doubles per month. That's insanity. That's insanity. 41 homers. Let's see, anybody else worth mentioning here? Soto, 320, Marte, Arias. Look at the Blue Sox, man. You got 3 guys hitting above 300. Bishop, Soto, and Arias. They just don't stop hitting. They just don't stop hitting. Nacho Molina, 304. Custom player. Helping out the San Diego Defenders. Tim Anderson, 304. Nick Madrigal. Camargo's hitting 298. Percy Burnside, 295. Here's his numbers. Chaz Chisholm. Bobby Witt Jr., 287. And then we're starting to get a little bit down here. So Brock Middlebrook, not a custom player, just a CPU-generated guy. A potential. Yep. We drafted him through auto draft. Andrew Donovan, 282. Other custom prospect. How many doubles did he end up? He's 34 doubles in each of his 2 seasons, so he's well on his way to get that back. All right, so let's go to home runs. JJ Cabrera, the rookie. Yeah, JJ Cabrera, the rookie. 14 homers, 267. So as a designated hitter for San Fran, he's just crushing it, just killing it. Tristan Case is having a breakout season this year too, with 12. Chris Bryant, Castellanos. Let's see, anybody else up here that we want to look at? Akil Baddoo with 8. Seiko with 8. 259 batting average. Luigi Mazza with 8. 258. Let's go over to the American League side of things. No! It's happening. It's happening. You know, you guys can hate on it all you want, but this is a patron, and if you're giving me your hard-earned money, I got to do it. I have to make it happen. So Napoleon Dynamite exists in this league, number 69 from Idaho, 6'7", a potential player. He exists. 16 home runs, leading the American League in home runs. Can I? Freaking idiot! Gosh. Ugh. Napoleon Dynamite. Okay, can I show you something here? I have to show you this. So, this is part of the creation process, okay? This is part of the creation process. When we went into motions through his batting stance, I mean, it's a pretty generic stance, right? But the swing, I had to make sure that the swing was right. Ugh. It had to be a Napoleon Dynamite type of swing. Look at this. The elbows come down. Ugh, the bat just wraps around. It's got to be a Napoleon Dynamite swing, man. But that swing is apparently leading the league in home runs with 16. Vladdy's got 13. Arozarena 14. Alonso with 15. So he's come over and done a job for the pizzazz, but it's apparently not enough because they're in last place. But Baez with 11. Ramirez with 11. So just a lot of familiar faces, right? A lot of the MLB players, right? But then you got Napoleon Dynamite. Like, what's the outlier here, right? MLB. Look at all the MLB players, right? I mean, the next guy is Jamie Truist at 16, right? So Jamie Truist and Napoleon Dynamite. Those are the only guys that are breaking the mold. Let's go stolen bases real quick, and then we'll go over to pitching. You got LeCastro, Oliver, Peanuts, Nelson De La Cruz, Ethan Letterman. So a lot of those guys that are customs that have a lot of speed. Daniel Letterman was a rookie. He's with 8. Lobo was 6. James Chris was 6. Let's go to NL. You got Marte. Middlebrook with 12. Middlebrook must be playing a lot lately. He shouldn't be. I mean, I can't argue with the production, but, I think he's taken time away from Darius Wilson, which is not something that I want to happen. But Javon Brown's up here. DEG. Luigi Mazza with 9, Will Till with 9. A lot of you guys that have custom players in this league, you guys value speed. I've noticed this a lot. You guys really value speed. But all right, let's take a look here real quick at the wins. Don't really matter to me. I want to look at things like ERA, strikeouts. That's what kind of matters, I think. But TJ Zyke, 1.72 ERA. It does qualify for guys that are relievers. So Zyke does not have any games started. Got a lot of games. 5 wins, 1 loss. He's been used a lot out of the bullpen. We got Walston, Sagano, Giolito, Gray, Means, Keiko, Kirby, Wheeler. I want to see if there's any customs in here. We got Aiden Myhill, 289. Really pushing himself to the top of the league here. I loved seeing that. Again, we'll take a look at the Sting. I want to see what's driving them as one of the best teams in the league. But you got Parker Burnside as well as a 309. He's a custom guy. 75A actually is what he was, and actually moving down. He lost a point in overall. So interesting. But 45K is 11 walks. Always good to see that. Let's go to the AL side of things. James Monroe just absolutely killing it. Look at Seattle's pitching staff. Urias, Berrios, and Monroe. All under a 2.5. That's awesome to see that. Definitely awesome to see that. James Monroe really taking his game to the next level this season. 6-2, 54 strikeouts, 21 walks. I think a testament of this is that Seattle really upped their defensive game this season, so I think that's a big factor in why their pitching staff has been a lot better than it has been in recent seasons. But Berrios here with a 2.16 is a big add for them. Alzolay here with a 1.99. Garrett Cole, though, is continuing to dominate, 1.66. Porcello, we got Weaver, we got Reagan Landish with a 2.62, so he's having a junior season bounce back. You see his rookie season here, 14-4, going down to 10-11, a sophomore slump, if you will, and then he's kind of finding the median here, 2.17, 2.62, 3.83. He's finding himself right in the middle of really where, in my opinion, where he's supposed to be. So that's good to see for him. Mark LaPierre, 2.87, custom player, 45-22 strikeouts to walks. Jared Cherry, 35-11 strikeouts to walks, 2.95. Good to see that as well. Tarek Skubal signing free agency, so the Jacks getting a little bit of a bump there through their pitching staff. That helps them for sure. Shutouts. Look at Mike Soroka. Interesting to see Soroka up on the list. He's got a 2.11 at 6.2 coming over from the MLB. 3 shutouts in 2 months. That's absolutely crazy. Then you know what's even crazier to me is Sixto. He's got 2 shutouts. Opening day was a disaster for him, but since then it seems like he's got that figured out. NL side of things, we got Dustin May, Shane Bieber, Reyes. Look at this. So 2 Maroons pitchers, Bieber and Reyes, with 4 shutouts together. Combined, got Nola with 1, Castillo with 1, Janeel Rivera. Janeel Rivera has one shutout. Look at this. Oh my God. Castillo, Rivera, and Sagano, all 3 of them have a shutout. And McClanahan has 2. Man, good God, man. LA is just, they're insane. They're insane. You can't beat them. You can't beat them. Evaldi's got 80 strikeouts. That's crazy to me. Remember, I was so hard on the Nuggets for not addressing pitching, and now getting Nathan Evaldi over here, they got 80 strikeouts out of him. He leads the league. He leads the league in strikeouts with 80. Garrett Cole 1 behind him. You got Syndergaard 77. That's not a surprise. Molly, Adams, and Soroka. So the pitching staff for the Maples really bouncing back this season. Strasburg helping out the Columbus Cardinals there. Sheffield surprising to me with 66. Let's see. Yanoa there with 59. Polanski, custom player at 59. Chris Paddock's on that list. Christopher Peterson with 54. James and actually Peterson's kind of struggling a little bit. 4.8 with a 1.33. But we do have James Monroe here up on the list as well. So let's go to the NL side of things. We saw a quick glimpse of it, but more in-depth look here. We got Glasnow, DeGrom, Giolito. Giolito is surprising. What's his ERA looking like? 2.41 in Colorado. In Colorado. That's crazy to me. Look at the sting. Simeon Woods Richardson, Duran, Dustin May. Yeah, that's definitely helping them out. But cool. Complete games. Just a real quick look at that. Nothing too crazy. Yep, so we've seen all that. All right, let's take a look at the awards real quick. Just real quick. AL side of things, we got Freddie Freeman, Alonso, and Arozarena. So Freddie Freeman shooting for back-to-back MVPs in the AL. Bellinger, Acuna, and Soto. Now remember, Miami's one of my sleeper teams this year. The fact that Bellinger's hitting .359 and really driving that team, I think Miami's got a good shot. Cy Young, we've got Shane Bieber winning last season. He's not even on the list right now. You got Flaherty, Suarez, and Luis Castillo at the NL. Garrett Cole making a reappearance here, trying to win the Cy Young from year one when he won it last time. And you got Evaldi and Soroka. No surprise there. Batting title, familiar names that we've already seen. How about Rookie of the Year? J.J. Cabrera, Akil Baddoo, Jonathan India. I can't do anything about these two guys. Because you got to think of it like this. Their rookie season was MLB The Show 21, right? So they would have played in the MLB, but they didn't play in the MLB because this is MLB. You know what I'm saying? So they have no MLB service time, and I can't change those. So they're going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year no matter what I do. But it will be interesting to see if J.J. Cabrera or another rookie inside of the NL things can overtake those guys. But obviously, Napoleon Dynamite, 16 home runs. How can you argue this? He's definitely the top in the AL Rookie of the Year. You got Truist here in Paxton, Dallas as well. And love it. Love that. Let me see what you guys are saying here in the chat. KJ is all inflated hype. You've got, sadly, even his leading 16 home runs. Boston is still below 500. Yeah, I know, man. It sucks. It sucks. Gold Gloves, Silver Sluggers. No really reason to look at that quite yet because things can change. So I want to take a look at some surprising teams and figure out like why teams are struggling and why teams are doing really well. Something I definitely want to take a look at here. Let me hold on one second. Things are getting a little crazy up in the Goldglover 9 household. Let me shut the door here really quick. All right, fellas. Sorry about that. Little bit of, when you got two kids, things happen. All right, let's take a look here at I want to take a look at LA, see what they're doing. Like, just as a total look, look at Acuna, 1443, 306. Conforto, Castillo's playing well. Seager's 287. Castellanos is playing well. Janil's at a 398 with a 138. What is he doing hitting wise? Oof. 113 at bats. He's having more ABs this season than he did last year. This is kind of what they wanted to do, though, with Janil. They wanted to use him spottingly, share the load. And it looks like this season they're trying to bat him a little bit more, and he's hitting 168 right now. That's not good. That's not good. Kyle Seager, 248. Okay, all right. So we kind of get an idea here of what's going on with LA. So they've gotten some really good pitching, and they're just being carried by Acuna, Conforto, and Seager, Castellanos as well. So that's kind of what we figured there. Another team to take a look at. Who do we want to look at here? Do we want to look at New York? Why they're so bad? Like, what's going on with them? Harper is driving in the runs. He's playing well. Alonso, Harper, that's a good mix. But Bandito, man. Bandito. He's got to pick it up. This is a major reason why they're struggling. I guarantee you. 212 at the top of the order. That is not good. You got Casey Mize getting absolutely shelled. That's not good. Letterman's been fine as a rookie, 273. Chris Paddock has not been necessarily good. The ERA is not good, but the whip's been fine. Whip's been really good, so I take that back. 58 Ks, 11 walks, so you gotta wonder what's going on there. Like, is he just giving up a lot of home runs? 13 home runs right now. So yeah, I'd say he's giving up a lot of home runs. He is. That's got to be what's going on. Give up a lot of home runs, not a lot of hits given up, not a lot of walks given up, a lot of the hits that are going to count, right? A lot of home runs that are going to do damage to your ERA. Marcus King, 1 home run, 2 ribbies, 187. Yeah, this they're not hitting well, they're not pitching well. Shevchuk's getting blown up as well. 5.24, 5.11 for Paul Blackburn. Yeah, so they New York is getting absolutely shelled when it comes to the pitching staff. Port wants to look at Seattle. Of course, we can look at Seattle. We always look at Seattle. I do want to look at Atlanta for sure. Urias, Berrios, Nico's been fine. KAJ's been terrible. 199. Oh, man. Oh, man. What is going on? KAJ. The home runs to ribbies are not bad, but the 199. My dude. What's going on with that? Crochet's been great. Gratterall's been good with the whip, but the ERA has been blown up. Franco's been fine. Monroe's been awesome. Peraza, Rushman. Nolan Mitchell's been puke. 6.3617. The bullpen hasn't been terrible. They've been better. Bullpen's actually been very good in this season. Remember, a lot of their starters can be pushed to bullpen, like Rodriguez, Bridwell. Yeah, the bullpen's actually not been too bad. Like you have Walden and Gratterall that haven't been great, but your starters have been good, and that's why you're kind of hanging in there. Yeah, really, that's kind of why you're hanging in. But Atlanta, I want to take a look at Atlanta. Like, what is going on here with Atlanta that's really helping them? I think it's obviously Devers. It's obviously Franmil with 7 homers, 255. Solid production out of Hernan Perez. Pache hasn't been very good. Kiner Flefa hasn't been very good. I think it's pitching. It's got to be pitching. Let's take a look here at their starters right now. We got May, Duran, Woods Richardson, 4.6. Burnside's been amazing. Myhill's been great. I think it's their pitching guys. Their bullpen has been good. Newcomb, Caprillion, Leclerc. Look at that whip. Yeah, it's definitely been their pitching staff. It's been really good. Leroy Jenkins at 316. William Murphy's at 223 at the AAA level. Pache Isbell. He might need a June call-up, by the way. William Murphy might need that. Franmil Reyes, 255. We already took a look at him. Because Isbell's struggling a little bit. Pache's at 213, but he plays really good defense. Kind of hard to send him down. But, yeah. Let's see what else you guys want to look at. You want to look at Pittsburgh, right? I thought I saw you want to look at Pittsburgh. Anybody else? Pittsburgh and Phoenix. Let's take a look at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. So Vladdy's not the problem. Judge, I wouldn't say is the problem. Bichette's not the problem. I'm going to go out on a limb here and think that it's pitching. Maybe it's timely hitting. Jack Riddle's getting absolutely destroyed. 6.33, 1.63. 3.03 for Balazovic. He's been fine. Ryan Weather's been good. Bitsko's been bad. Murray's been all right. JJ, yeah, it's pitching. Hitting looks like it's been fine. Bullpen seems like it's been decent. But, yeah, definitely pitching. You're not going to get a lot out of your catchers, but Vladdy's been great. Altman, 192. Guzman, Knoll, Bichette, Tejada, Kingery. I'd say it's kind of a mix of things. It's been a little bit of a mix of things for Pittsburgh. Like, they're getting good production out of Blade, Judge. You know, the normal cast and crew, right? But I think their pitching has just been awful. So that needs to get fixed up for them. As far as Phoenix goes, what do they got going on here? So Ramirez got to hit a little bit better, 239 as a 92 overall player. That's got to change. Fried has not been his normal self. Winker has not been his normal self. Stevenson's been a little bit of a bright spot. Nunez has been good. Fuentes has been good. Castro's been a lot better than he has been. Ramos has been solid. Mendoza has not been himself. Porcello's been better. Paxton Dallas has been a great rookie for him. Elior's been fine, 3.55. I think it's a little bit of a mixed bag. You got Pedro Alvarez, 292, continues to hit. Irizarry down in AAA. Mario Mazza, 197. Might have to get his starting job taken away from him, in my opinion. Tyler Lyons. I don't know. It's a tough call. I think they might just be running into a little bit of bad luck. Because I don't see anything that stands out to me as been terrible. Maybe it's their bullpen. Valdez in 33 innings. Bad. Lyons hasn't been good. Rivera Jr.'s been okay. Maybe it's their bullpen. I'd probably say bullpen. Yeah, their offense seems like it's all right. So I don't know. I think it's a mixed bag of things. Probably mixed bag of things. I agree with Dia. I think their elite guys haven't been quite as elite. Yep. I think that's the problem. Let's take a look at the good boys. I think I know what the problem is, but we'll find out. Pitching's actually been better. Pitching's been better from years past. You got McKenzie, Lynch, Whitley's been good, Schmidt's been good, Ashby has not been good. He's a number 5 starter. Justin Steele, not been terrible. Bullpen, Piasview, 0.9, 0.7, he's been fine. Hunter Woods bad, Stashak's bad, Shreve's not insanely good. You got Will Harris, only an inning and a third. Zamora's been great. 228 for Bart, 236 for Matt Olson. That's definitely not going to get it done. Ryan Berner, custom player, 262 with 8. Second base, 381 for Urias. Kipnis, 167. We might need to call up Irving Lopez to play second. Camargo's been fine. Witt's been fine. Wilson's been fine, but he's only got 34 at-bats. He's not playing. Middlebrook's been playing. Bobby Witt's been playing. He's taking over the starting job now. Torra's been bad, 194. That's got to get fixed. Munoz has been bad. We're not getting a lot out of Kyle Lewis. Ruth's been bad. A lot of things for the good boys. The offense has not been there. That's really what it's come down to. The pitching is not great, but the offense has been non-existent. So that's what's going on with them. Can we see Washington? Washington will be next up. What's going on with Washington? So starting pitching, Darvish. Alzolay's taken him over. Peterson's not been good. Dubin's not been good. I'd say pitching right off the get. Kopech's been great. Danny Marmot's been solid, 279. Jalen Beeks has been all right, 282 for Zanino. 243 for Alexander King. Brandon Lau, 245. 296 for DJ. It's been good. Almanzar's been great, man. 295 out of shortstop. It's been good. Tomas, 225. Ray, 263. 255. Soler's leading the team in home runs. I don't know. It's another mixed bag for Washington. Another mixed bag for Washington. Seems like their pitching in some spots has been good. Seems like in some spots their hitting's been all right, but in others, not good. The flight. Flaherty, Anderson, Huck. Grayson Rodriguez continues to struggle. McAble, Fultonevich, William Taylor. Pitching's been kind of their bright spot. All right, that's the way it looks. Bullpen, maybe not so much. Closer's been good, 368, 109. Tromp, 185. Vargas, 228. Frazier, 284. Linares and Pollock can't hit. Tommy Cruz can't hit. Zeal Jackson can't hit. Good production out of David Dahl. Rosens has been fine. Phillips. Okay, all right. So they just can't hit. They can pitch a little bit, but they can't hit. They can pitch a little bit, but they just can't hit. Mickey Joshua, 269, 6 homers. He might have to get the call up in June. Washington needs a little bit more offense. Top 50 prospect. Yeah, gonna have to need a little bit of call up there. All right, so I think we're pretty much good, guys. I don't have anything else really to cover. We've taken a look at some statistics. We took a look at the standings updates. Kind of some of my surprises, I would say, is that Pittsburgh's a under 500 team. Pizzazz are one of the worst teams in the league, is one of my surprises. So the Pioneers are 19-30, and the Pizzazz are 19-30. Cardinals would be a surprise as well. They won the league last year, 19-28. So that's a surprise for me there. Definitely Pittsburgh as well. I'd say another surprise is that the Nuggets are in first place. NKAJ is not hitting. He's under 200. He's under the Mendoza. It's like, what is that? What is that? Oklahoma, what's your problem? Pitching's been good. Pitching has been good. The bullpen's been acceptable. Araldis has not been good. 9 ERAs, 0-5. Araldis is 0-5. How many blown saves? 4. 4 blown saves for Araldis. 250 for Jansen, 340. We've already seen Hamburger. 207. You really need Whit Merrifield to step up. He's been awful. Spencer Torkelson's been as advertised, right? 263. Arias, 220. That's got to get better. A little bit more. You need more extra base power from this team, it looks like. So Mookie's hitting 257. You want him to be 300. You need Mookie Betts to be 300, hitting 10 home runs. You need more oomph in this offense. Liad's got 4. Julio Pablo's got 1. He's not a home run hitter. Armenteros is not a home run hitter. Arias, nothing going there. Merrifield, 207. Yeah, you need more thump in the offense, it seems like, because the pitching has been acceptable, except for Araldis. It's been bad. All right, this is the last team. San Francisco. 3-3-2, Yanni. Pitching has been good. I would say it's been good. Eric Swanson, 0.9, 0.8. James Hoyt's a 3.9. Nottingham. JJ. Satchel. Seems like the offense is there. 205 for Will Till, though. 9 steals. This is just what Will Till does, though. He's not an average hitter. He's going to get on base, going to get a lot of steal. Kyle Holder, Drew Jackson. Maybe the offense has not been as good. No. 260 for Buxton. Trace Thompson, 174. 296. So the two guys that are carrying this offense would be Yelich and JJ Cabrera right now. You need a little bit more out of Buxton. Trace Thompson definitely as a starter out in right field. You need a lot more out of him. Shortstop, you're not getting anything out of Drew Jackson. Till's got to step up. Hira's got to step up. 221. Satchel's got to get going a little bit more than he has been. Yeah, but the pitching's been fine. I think you just need more offense in San Fran. And Chicago. Pitching has definitely been... dang it, dude. I was just on the verge of saying pitching has been better for Chicago. You got Jordan at a 7.7. Look at the walks to Ks. 35 and 31. It's gross. Mason Thompson, 6.6. That's not been good. But the top 3 for Chicago has been good. Bullpen, not good. Nelson Medeiros has been fine. 117.9. Jake Taylor, 254. Mashburn, 248. 4 homers, 20 ribbies. It's a team that just needs more thump. Alec Bohm with 5. Mendick, no average. Ethan Letterman, 244. That's got to get pumped up there. Alvarez with 10. Cespedes with 6. Maciel with nothing. Irvin with 1. Palka with 7. So, yeah, I think Chicago, if they can get their bottom 2 in rotation, if they can get those numbers to be pumped up a little bit, Jordan, Mason Thompson starts getting it together. But they do need a little bit more thump from Mashburn. They need a little bit more thump from Letterman. And I think that they'll be fine. So, guys, that's it for the upload today. The game of the week for the GGBL. And that is it. If you need to have me check on another player for you, message me on Twitter, message me on Discord, and we'll figure that out. But that's going to be it, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you on Wednesday for June call-ups and June regular gameplay. And then we'll be actually doing the community vote for Game of the Week in June. That game will be posted on Friday, so just be the same format as we're doing here. Another live stream on Friday. And you guys get to be able to vote on that game or the games that are up to be voted on in another Google form. I'll post that at the end of Wednesday's regular upload. So that's how that's going to work. So after the end of Wednesday's upload, I'll post that link. I'll make that link available to you guys in a pinned comment, description. I'll put it in Discord. I'll put it on the community tab. I'll put it everywhere that I can get it out to you guys so you get to vote on what you want next Friday's game of the week to be here for June. And then after that, we'll be into July. We'll get the live streams going for the All-Star stuff. And then before you know it, we're at the trade day, July 31st, and we're in the second half of the season. So I would say in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be at the halfway point of the year 3 season. So guys, see you in the next one. As always, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys later on this week, I should say. So I'll see you then. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.